One of the days while I'm down there, I didn't even understand why I'm down on this trip. Mission trips are for great people. And so I went on this mission trip, my wife and my son. And one day I had an opportunity to share Christ with 10 little Mexican children of the Lord. It wasn't anything special I did. And of course I had an interpreter, and these 10 little Mexican children raised their hand to say, yeah, I'd like to trust Christ. Probably had no clue. They probably said that for the 5th time that day. But do you see the impact it had on me here? Especially what you're going to now listen to. I went around the corner of a building and I cried hard. And the conversation I had with God, and he never spoke to me, but here's the conversation I had with him. Tears flowing on my mind because I'm going, God, I can't believe you're using me. Don't you remember my past? See, this is one of the things these addicts have to understand. When you confess your sins, he's faithful and just to forgive you, and he will not only forgive you, but he will not remember it anymore. He says, I'm going to let it go, but you need to let it go too, because there's nothing in the past but shame, sorrow, and depression. When you've done the stuff we've done, your past will come back to you. And Satan loves to let it, because he says, you can't help anybody because you're so worthless. Don't you remember your past? Jesus says, don't listen to that crap. That's why it's so important you get in his word. All this time, I'm still in his word, 1 page a day, 1 page a day, 1 page a day. That's huge. That's why 1 page a day, that is the part, that's one of the main parts that people are misunderstanding here of why the word is so important. It's only important if you're sick. Remember that part we had with what the real gospel is. So I'm still in his word every day because I'm still sick. I want to be more beautiful to my wife. I want to be a better person. I want to stop this sin. I'm still a sinner. And the only way I'm found to be able to get relief from that is I stay in his word, stay in his word, stay in his word. But it not only tells me that he will transform me, he does most of the work, but he also says, do what I'm telling you to do. I'm not telling you to do this just to be doing it so I can hear my spell speak. You need to start doing some of these things. Go to church. Be careful who you hang out with. Be honest in your business dealings. Stop looking at other women, right? He says, if you love me, you obey me.